Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2021. Yes, it's the start of Season 4, which means it's time to approach other teams, because we're not going to stay with McLaren, but who are we going to go for? Well, as you can see, clearly we're going to go for the team that's directly above us, because that's the rules, and it's going to be Red Bull Racing Honda. Fantastic. So, here we go then. We're approaching the team. Are they going to accept us? Yes, the approach has been accepted. And we're going to go for low risk because we really want this seat. We really want this seat with the Red Bull team. Otherwise, the whole seasons will be in complete chaos. And we've got it. Yes, we've got it. 12.7 million. We have the seat now at Red Bull for possibly the rest of this season, depending on whether Mercedes stay ahead of us. Anyway, we got some more for the perk fund. Unfortunately, once again, no supermodels, no grid girls, absolutely nothing. We got the boring stuff like power mapping, media coaching, development feedback. Oh God, who wants to spend their cash on all that bollocks? Bollocks, man. Let's go for power mapping, I think, engine wear. That's always something that we need to reduce during the whole of the season. So there you go then. Perk fund has been completed. We move on now. And there you can see our glorious Red Bull car. Wowzers. Wowzers me trousers. So it's time to end the season. As you can see, we were still trying to put on those upgraded parts onto our car, but unfortunately we have failed, so we'll have to see what happens as we go into the next season. We've got 2,500 resource points, so we're going to put on as many parts as we can before we end the season, but we're definitely going to lose quite a few parts here before we go into season 4. So there you go, it's time to finish the season, the end of season 3 and the start of season 4. There's the season results then. We had 3 wins equal with Max Verstappen, 1 pole position, and so now we go on to the races. Yes, and I've decided for this season to give us the maximum opportunity to win this championship. I'm going to go for all my favourite tracks. So if you're a regular viewer of the All Seasons, you all know exactly what all those tracks are. But yes, we're going to go for the 16 most popular tracks that I drive. And hopefully this will give us a little added boost to win the championship. So there you go then. We're starting season 4. We have got a fresh supply of engines. Fantastic. It's exactly what we need. And oh my goodness, look at that. We put those developers on the car and we have actually overtaken Mercedes. Now this is crucial because if we stay ahead of Mercedes now, we have got to win the championship or we fail. This could be an all seasons fail if we don't win the championship at the end because we are now ahead of Mercedes. So after this, there's nowhere to go if we don't win the championship. Nowhere to go. And for the first time, we will be deemed a complete and utter failure. Well, not for the first time, but you know what I mean. Oh dear, the pressure is really on now for the Hookster. And as you can see, we lost those upgraded parts. 7 parts on the aero, 5 parts on the chassis and 1 part on the durability. So we've got some definite catching up to do, even though we are now the top team in the vehicle performance capacity chart. Anyway, it's time now to start the first round of the season. It's time for Bahrain. Yes, Bahrain. No, it's okay. Do not adjust your television. For the first time in a very long time on the All Seasons, I've also decided to do the practice sessions to also give me as many resource points as I can get because I'm getting very, very nervous now. Yes, I always get very nervous into Season 4, so we're going to do the practice. Oh, God. Anyway, yes, practice has been completed and we got 625 points, which gives a grand total of 1,905, so which means we've got some more development boosts applied. Downforce, I think it is. Yes, brakes and the tyre wear as well. Fantastic. Yes, I know what you're thinking. My commitment to this season is just unquestionable right now. Unquestionable. Anyway, under the beautiful floodlights of Bahrain, let's have a look and see what first qualifying run time we can put in for the Hookster. We're about to cross the line. Carlos Sainz is directly ahead of us. This could sort of hold us up a little bit, but anyway, we crossed the line and it's... Oh my goodness, we got the fastest lap at the moment at Bahrain, the Red Bull. Fantastic. Fantastic it is. We accelerate forward a little bit later qualifying. You can see we've dropped out of third place at the moment. Verstappen is currently in the lead. George Russell is in second position at the moment. But it looks like we're not going to improve on this time at the moment. No, we aren't. So it's going to still be third place at the moment for the youngster. Okay, so we accelerate forward now to, I think it's going to be the end of qualifying now. Yes, just 2.5 minutes left of qualifying. Still in third place at the moment. We are slightly up on the delta time, as you can see, almost half a second. So let's see if we can improve on this and maybe get ahead of Maxi Boy Verstappen. Of course, he's our main target for this championship. We've got to beat Max Verstappen. Let's see if we can then. As we're about to cross the line, we're almost just over half a second up. And yes, we do. Look at that. Fastest lap for the youngster. Fantastic. That is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that's it then. The qualifying is now over. And we are... Oh no, we dropped down to second place now. Verstappen has got us as we're about to cross the line. That's it for qualifying now. So it's going to be second place or lower. Wowzers be trousers. So yes, it was second place first. Max Verstappen got pole position in the race. George Russell in third. Lewis Hamilton in fourth position. Okay then, let's do this.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some points during the Grand Prix. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position and the captain completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo and Bottas, Perez, Leclerc, Eilert and Lando Norris, Gasly, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda and Lundgaard, Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Carlos Sainz and Jack Aitken, Joe and Esteban Ocon rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So here we go then, the start of season 4 on the all seasons Killian Motor. We say go, 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 and it's away we go. Well, not too good off the line, a little bit of wheel spinning there, as you can see, and we dropped a position. We have in fact got passed by George Russell as we go to turn 1, but I think we're going to get the place back. Yes, we do. So it's second place at the moment behind Maxi Boy Verstappen. And I think Verstappen is going to be away and gone. I can't see any chance or opportunity of us actually catching him, so I think we're just going to stay where we are and get as many points as we can in this first round of the championship in season 4. So as you can see, Maxi Boy Verstappen currently in the lead, and he is away and gone, already almost a second ahead of us. Yes, almost a second ahead of us. George Russell is behind us, sort of half a second now behind us. We've got Bottas in 4th position and Callum's an idiot in 5th place. They're both in the Williams car. Just look at the performance from the Williams. Of course, we did a lot of the development on that Williams in the early stages. We actually drove for Williams twice in this championship, and oh my goodness, we went very deep into the corner there, very deep indeed, and didn't quite manage it. Hold on to second place, but this is going to give the opportunity for George Russell, I do believe, to see if he can catch up to the back of us. He's getting very, very close down to the back end. This is going to be an opportunity for George Russell. I don't think it is. He's now going around the outside, I do believe, but we managed to hold on to this second place on still the first lap of the race under, of course, the gorgeous floodlights of the Bahrain circuit. Maxi Boy Verstappen has got the gap up now to 1.3 seconds. Yeah, we've got no chance of catching him. We really haven't got any chance. We're just going to stay where we are and get as many points as we can, and hopefully as the championship goes on we can actually get past Max Verstappen. Otherwise it's going to be a very, very easy championship win for Verstappen, it's going to be said. Anyway, so there you go then, first lap completed. Max Verstappen gets the fastest lap. We're still holding on to second place as we accelerate forward now to lap 3 of the championship. And as you can see, the race control says DRS has been enabled, so this could give us the opportunity to catch up a little bit to Maxi Boy Verstappen, but unfortunately not at the moment, because we're just outside the DRS range, 1.6 seconds. If we can't catch up to him, we're going to be in serious trouble, I do believe, and we may only get a second place finish as we accelerate forward to lap 4. As you can see, George Russell is behind us, and I think he's going to go for a move now. He's going to get the DRS run on us. Yes, he is. The pit window is now open, but I'm still looking at George Russell. He dives down the inside, but he pushes to the outside. We're going to go right round the outside here, but I think we're going to have to tie the inside line to the next turn. Yes, we are, and so we managed to hold on to this second place at the moment. Fantastic. Verstappen still in the lead on lap 5. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 5, as you can see, Verstappen's now got the gap up to 2.8 seconds. Hookster's in second place. Russell is in third. We're now coming for our pit stop on lap 5. Yes, in we come. Lots of cars are now going past us, so they haven't come in for their stop yet. But anyway, the lads are now changing on to the yellow sidewall tyre, the harder tyre for the rest of this stint. Thank you, ladies. It's a very fast stop as well. Look at that, 2.4 seconds. And we're going to rejoin, currently in 17th place now. In fact, we may join right at the back because I think everyone else is going to go past us as we come. Yes, I just see on the mini-map there, the last 2 cars have gone past. So we're going to rejoin in last place, but of course all the cars in front of us have still got a pit yet. Still got a pit, and we rejoin, of course, in completely clean air because we've got no one around us, which is great news, great news. So there you go then, we are chasing Guan Yu Zhou as we accelerate forward at lap 6. There is Guan Yu Zhou. There's a car just coming into the pits. In fact, quite a few cars are in, so we're going to make up some positions. Hopefully get back into about 15th place out of this. Let's have a look and see if we do. Yes, 13th place in fact. There's a car coming out of the pits. It's Verstappen, and we're going for a move down inside of Verstappen. Oh no, we go very, very well on the exit there, and we didn't manage to do it. Well, that was an audacious move there from Hookster. He saw Verstappen and he just saw red. He just saw red and thought, well, I've got to go for it, otherwise I'm not going to win this championship. And he did go for it, but unfortunately on this occasion it didn't work. So Verstappen ahead of us in 11th place. Hookster in 12th at the moment. We've got Mick Schumacher ahead as we accelerate for the lap 7. We've got more cars coming in for their pit stops now, and hopefully we should get back up into, I think, possibly second place, is it? No, third place at the moment because it's in the lead, and we're going for another move on Verstappen, and yes, we go down the inside of Verstappen. Once again, we go too wide on the exit, but we've done it. Yes, we have done it. We get a warning for collision with Verstappen, but it doesn't really matter because we have done the move and we've made it stick, and we have got past Verstappen. This is what we needed. At the moment in the lead of this race, it's Queen Latifi. Yes, anyway, we accelerate forward out to lap 8. It's okay. It's okay. The Earth's rotational axis has now resumed because, of course, Latifi has got to come in for his pit stop yet. So don't get too excited thinking that he's going to win this race because, no, he's got a pit. He's got a pit. So that was, well, anyway, we accelerate forward out to lap 8. And as you can see now, Queen Latifi has come in for his pit stop, which means we go up into the lead. Yes, up into the lead. And our teammate is in. Our teammate is in, yes. Why has Max Verstappen come in for a pit stop? I'm not quite sure. Did he make some contact with us? Well, no, we made some contact with Max Verstappen. You can see from our damage indicator, we got some damage on the left-hand side of the wing there. But anyway, we will continue. We'll have a look at the end of the race and see exactly what happened between us and Max and see whether he did come in for the pits for a new front wing. But look at this. George Russell has got past us. George Russell has got past. Of course, we've got a little bit of problem with our wing there, a little bit of damage, so that's causing us to go a little bit wide in the corners, and that gave the opportunity to George Russell to get past us and up into the lead. So we're in second place at the moment. We've got Valtteri Bottas in third, and Callum's an idiot. It's in fourth place. We're going to go for a move on Russell. No, very too tight. Hopefully now we can get the DRS run on George Russell and get past him. Here we go then. Giving it the full beans round the outside of George Russell, and yes, we've done it. Are we going to make it stick though? Yes, we do. So we're he's going to go around the inside. Yes, he is. He's there on the inside, but we managed to cut him off superbly there, and we are now back into the lead of this race on lap 11. Just a few more laps to go as we accelerate forward to lap 11, just going to lap 12 now. And once again, George Russell is going down the inside of us. There he is, you can see, but we're going to have him covered off quite superbly, I do believe. Oh, as I say that, no, this is going to get very, very tight, but we gave him the space. We gave him the space, and we didn't collide with him. So, yes, at the moment, we're still holding the first place, but George Russell's now looking very, very angry. He's going round the outside of us, as you can see. Look at this. Look at this, everyone. Wowzers, me trousers. But we've done it, and we're holding on to first place. Just 2 more laps left of this Grand Prix, and we got Bottas trying to get past Russell there and Williams. Oh my goodness, there's a slight bit of contact there, I do believe, between us and George Russell. But anyway, we continue on, still in the lead at the moment. Bottas still in third place, Russell in second. Callum's an idiot is in fourth position as we've accelerated forward now, still on lap 12. As you can see, we're still in the lead, almost a second ahead of George Russell now. He's dropped back a little bit, I think. Oh, wait a minute, he's coming for a pit stop. Oh no, did he make contact with us? Did he make contact with us behind and now he's coming for a wing change? This is ridiculous, all these wing changes. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to lap 14. It's the last lap of the race and it looks like we are going to win it. Yes, we got Bottas behind us, but we just got one more call to go and we are going to be the race winner, which is exactly what we want for Season 4 of the F1 2021 All Seasons Career Mode. Here we go then. We're about to cross the line now and yes, we've done it. Fantastic. Wow, Hookster was well happy with that. Well happy with that indeed. There it is then. Hookster won the race. And Callum's an idiot gets driver of the day for some very, very strange reason. I have no idea. Now, of course, unfortunately for this season, we're not going to see much of Toto Wolff, hopefully anyway. But we are going to see a lot of Christian Horner and his very dodgy haircut. Well done, Christian. Well done indeed. He married a Spice Girl, you know, the jammy little git. Jammy little git. I wanted to marry a Spice Girl. I did, but it wasn't available, unfortunately. Anyway, there he is. There's the Hookster. Look at him. So sprightly. So sprightly. Still only 39 years old and winning races. Well, this was definitely a good choice, the Red Bull. Because in his first race, his first outing in it, he's won it. He has won it. There he goes up onto the podium. Look at me. Look, just look at me. I am awesome. Let me hear it for my awesomeness as he holds up the trophy high. Well done. And it's time now for the champagne to go over everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go to the replay and see exactly what happened there between both George Russell and Maxi Boy. So here's Max Verstappen just looking at... Oh, yes, we made a little bit of contact with Max there, as you can see. But his wing is still on. And just rewinding that to have another look and see what happens there as we go sort of force Max inside. Yeah, a little bit of contact, but there's nothing wrong with his wing. As you can see there, clearly his wing is still fine. All the end plates on it. Just looking at it now. Look, that's a pristine wing on that car. So I don't know why he came in for a pit stop there. Or was that not the incident? Was it another incident later which has caused him to come in for a wing change? Let's have a look now at another replay and see what happened. Well, here he comes in for his pit stop. And I think they are going to change his wing. Let's have a look and see if they do change his wing. Yes, they do. But look, there's absolutely no damage to that wing. That's unbelievable. Now, I'm not on full simulation damage. It's only on normal, so I can't understand why they deemed it necessary to come in for a wing change. That is far too sensitive indeed. So we can't really blame the Hookster for that. Anyway, let's have a look now from George Russell. He made a little bit of contact with us, or should I say we made a little bit of contact with him. But once again, his wing looks absolutely fine. There's no damage to it whatsoever, as you can see there. So I don't know what's quite going on here. Now I think, well, the Hookster made another sort of dive bomb on George Russell a little bit later. Let's have a look and see if he does and causes a little bit of damage to George Russell's wing. No, it all looks fine. Is he going to come in for a pit stop? No, he doesn't. So yeah, there definitely wasn't damage to the wing at that point because he didn't come in for a pit stop. So is the Hookster going to do some kind of dive manoeuvre here and actually cause some damage to his wing? Oh, and yes, he goes around the outside, around the inside, and let's have a look. His wing looks fine. His wing looks fine. I can't see any problem with it whatsoever. What is going on here? Let's have a look. Okay, well, there's a little bit of scuffing. A little bit of scuffing on the wing on the right hand side, and just a little tiny bit of the end fence has got a little chunk missing out of it. But apart from that, that surely does not mean that a wing change is necessary. Surely they're not going to change the wing. They are going to change the wing. I don't believe that. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not putting that down to the Hookster because that's ridiculous. The wing takes a hell of a lot more damage than that, and they shouldn't be changing the wings. It's just far too sensitive. So, Hookster, totally blameless. Absolutely, totally blameless in all those incidents. Okay then, so we won the race, 25 points to us. Valtteri Bottas in second place, Callum Idiot in third. In the championship, of course, we are in the lead, 7 points clear of Valtteri Bottas. Callum Idiot is in third position at the moment in the Williams car. Fantastic. So there you go, and we're second in the constructors at the moment. So let's move on to the next round of the championship. Yes, it's time for the Chinese Grand Prix. The Chinese Grand Prix, yes. Oh dear. Or as we like to say, awkward. Awkward. Yes. And in practice, we finished in first place, which is good news for qualifying. Let's have a look and see. We've got 625 resource points, because a total of 2,287. And we got DRS. tyre wear and turbo durability as well. Fantastic. Okay then, let's get on with this qualifying session. So here we go at China, which unfortunately in real life wasn't run in 2021. And of course it's going to be back hopefully for 2024, but I will believe that when I see it. Anyway, it's a great track, I have to admit. The Chinese track is a great track. Let's see what happens on the first qualifying run for Duxter. Of course the sunlight is absolutely bright at the moment, so it's a beautiful day for motor racing. And we cross the line and it's second place at the moment, just shy of Hamilton's pole time at the moment. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward now to a little bit later to qualifying, you can see we dropped out of third place. Both the Mercedes are ahead of us. We've got Russell and Hamilton. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to improve on this because we are down on the deltas at the moment. So we're going to stay in third place at the moment as we accelerate forward now to a little bit later qualifying. In fact, just over 1.5 minutes left of qualifying, and once again we're slightly down those deltas. Oh wait, we've just improved. We have just improved. Surely this isn't going to be enough. Surely it's only... Yes, it is. We have split the Mercedes duo and we are now in second position. Fan-bloody-tastic. Yes, indeedy, Mr. McGreedy. So I think that's going to be it now for the qualifying session. Second place for the Duxter. We are still slightly up on this delta time. In fact, we just lost it. We just lost a little bit. Anyway, so that is it. Qualifying is now over. We've now dropped down to fourth place. I think Maxi Boy may have got it as we cross the line. Let's have a look and see in a moment whether Maxi Boy actually got pole there. I think he did. Yes, he bloody well did. George Russell in second, Lewis Hamilton in third, and we are in fourth position. Okay then, let's bloody do this.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of this thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. And of course played host to Formula One's 1000th World Championship event in 2019. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1 and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Let's talk about Mercedes. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, the captain, Valtteri Bottas and Ricciardo, Leclerc, Norris, Perez and Pierre Gasly, Tsunoda, Stroll, Christian Lundgaard and Eilert, Mick Schumacher, Ocon, Nicholas Latifi and Carlos Sainz, Aitken and Guan Yu Zhou. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the all-seasons clear mode, and we say go, 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 and it's here we go from fourth of the group. Wow, not a bad start of the line, I have to say. We've managed to hold our station in fourth place. We've got Hamilton directly in front of us, and now we're going to see if we can go for our little cheap move down the inside. No, I don't think we can because Hamilton's right there. No, he's right there. We've got a car to the right-hand side as well, so we can't do our famous little cheap move there, so we've got to stay in station behind Hamilton in fourth place. But we've got another opportunity just coming up right here to try and get a dive on Lewis Hamilton. Let's see if he's going to go for it. I think he is. Yes, looks like goes in, and look at that, he goes in very, very deep, almost crashes into the back of George Russell there, but we hold on to third place now. Third place, we've got past Hamilton, which is great news, great news. Still on the first lap, Verstappen in the lead once again, he's away and gone, but can we catch him? And can we get past him like we did in the last round? Well, we'll have to wait and see, find out, won't we? Anyway, there you go. Still chasing Russell at the moment. Hamilton is behind us, right behind us. And Verstappen is now 2 seconds up on us. This is going to be some serious work is needed from Hookster here if we're going to win this championship, because 2 seconds already with only 3/4 of a lap done is serious news. Serious news. We've got to pull out all the stops to see if we can catch up to the back of Max Verstappen. So as we now come down the longest straight on the Chinese circuit, yes, this is the longest straight on the circuit, and we are still chasing George Russell. And we've got Hamilton right behind us, and of course that's sister Mercedes. So 4th place at the moment for us, was anyway, we're now up to 3rd. But yeah, we're still pursuing Max Verstappen. He's putting the fastest lap. I just don't think we've got the pace. I just really don't think we've got the pace. Anyway, so we're on lap 3. Verstappen's now 3.6 seconds ahead of us. George Russell's 2.5 seconds ahead of us. Hamilton is right up our Jack Jones as we go around this very, very tight right-hander at the Chinese Grand Prix. And he's right there is Hamilton trying to get past us as we accelerate forward to lap 3, still on lap 3, and Verstappen is still in the lead, 5 seconds in the lead now, and Russell is still in 2nd place. It's now time for our pit stop strategy to open. Are we going to come in early and see if we can get the undercut at least on Russell? I'm not quite sure whether we can get it on Verstappen. No, I think he's too far ahead, but we may get it on Russell as we accelerate forward now to the end of lap 4, and yes, we are going to go for it. We're going to see if we can get the undercut now on George Russell. He hasn't come into the pitch yet. I don't think he has anyway. So we come in. The lads are just coming out. They weren't really ready for us, but come on, lads. Yes, on to the harder tyre now. Yellow sideball. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And out we go. It's a good stop. 2.5 seconds. Good stop. And we're going to rejoin. Hamilton's in. Wait a minute. Hamilton's in last place. I think he must have pitted. But anyway, we're looking at George Russell to see if we can get the jump on George Russell. Let's see if he does or not. So as you can see, we rejoin in a pretty clear field at the moment in 19th place ahead of Hamilton. Now, has Hamilton stopped because he's had some contact with us? Well, we'll find out at the end of the race. Anyway, we accelerate forward to lap 5. We've got a huge gaggle of cars. You could call it a trolley train of cars have come in for their pit stop. So we're going to go past now, and hopefully no one's going to come out of the pits. No, they don't. And we are now in 11th place. No, unfortunately, George Russell, he's got out ahead of us because he stopped for his yellow tyres, and he is ahead of us. We accelerate forward to lap 6, just going past the pits once again. The rest of the runners are in for their stop, so are we going to resume in 3rd position? And the answer to that is going to be a resounding yes. Yes, indeedy. Mr. McGreedy, we rejoin in 3rd place. Russell is ahead of us, 3 seconds ahead. Maxi Boy Verstappen is now 6 seconds ahead, and unfortunately we can't dive on Maxi because he's too far ahead of us. So this is not looking good as we accelerate forward to lap 10. Yes, lap 10, just 4 more laps to go in the Grand Prix. And everyone is pretty much holding station now. We're still in 3rd, Russell's in 2nd, and Verstappen's now 7 seconds up the road in the lead of this Grand Prix. We accelerate forward to lap 14. It's the last lap of the race, everyone. Yes, so we're going to finish in 3rd place. We have lost some points to Verstappen, but of course we gained some points in the 1st round. So this is looking good, still looking good. We may still be ahead in the championship. Let's have a look now as we're about to cross the line and finish the race in 3rd place. Yes. Well done, Hookster. Well done indeed. Great result. Great result. Yeehaw! And driver of the day goes to Cam's an idiot. Yes, he really is. He's such an idiot. Really is. Unbelievable things. And there once again is Christian Horner. I think we're going to see a lot of him this season. I just get the impression we're going to see a lot of him. And there's the winner of the race, Maxi Boy Verstappen, the unbeatable, the unstoppable Maxi Boy. Well done, Max. And there are the team mechanics, which thankfully contain no famous F1 YouTubers. Great to see. Great to see indeed. So, onto the podium we go. Hopefully. If the loading screen comes on, there it is. There you go, Maxi Boy on the top step, and there's Hookster. Look, still 3rd place, still 3rd place, still got a podium as Maxi Boy holds up the trophy eye and says, "Look at this, lads!" And it's time now for the champagne to go over everyone. Yes, well done, Maxi Boy, well done indeed. George Russell there, and Hookster's off to the right hand side. Let's go to a replay and see exactly what happened once again between these cars and Hookster. So here is Lewis Hamilton, and he is and he gets a little bit of a lunge dive there from the Hookster, and as you can see, he's got a slight bit of damage to his wing, but he didn't come in. He didn't come in for a stop, which is good. That's what you shouldn't do, because tiny little bit of damage like that on your front wing doesn't mean you should come in for a stop. So that's good. So why did he come in? Did he come in for a wing change? I'm not quite sure. You're going to get a little bit squeezed here from Youngster, but it's okay. No damage on the left-hand side to that wing, so this is very, very strange. Very, very strange indeed. As we now have a look and see, oh, Hookster went very, very wide there. Lewis Hamilton goes on the inside, and was there contact there? I can't see it. And Hookster going to do some kind of kamikaze move down the inside somewhere? Yes, he does. There he is. He's pushing Lewis out of the way, and once again, he's got a little chip on the left-hand side of his wing, but nothing too drastic, has to be said. Nothing too drastic. Surely they're not going to bring him in for that. Is this just his normal stop? Because I think it was. He did stop early on lap 3, but we stopped on lap 4, so this may just be his standard stop. Let's have a look and see what happens. Oh, team really not ready for him. And no, they're doing a wing change. I don't believe it. This is unbelievable scenes. In fact, you could almost call it biblical scenes. Why on earth are they doing a wing change just for that tiny bit of damage? Well, there you go. They did. So that's it. So Maxi Boy won the race, 26 points. He got fastest lap as well. We finished in 3rd place with 15 World Championship points. And just looking down the order there, as you can see, nice. Lewis Hamilton finished in 8th place with only 4 World Championship points. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's have a look at the championship standings now after 2 rounds and see exactly where we are. We're in the lead. 10 points ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Maxi Boy Verstappen in 3rd place. 14 points behind us in the championship now. Wow, this is going to get very, very close this season. I can see it already. It's going to be a very close last season. Hopefully a last season anyway. And we're first in the Constructors. Well, there you go. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later.